So that was not a good one. It's one reason why I don't like playing Poland is they just have no manpower. I'm not going to play Brandenburg. I'm not going to play Man. I'm not going to play Iceland because there is no Iceland. So I'm not going to play Lithuania. Don't really want to play Russia. I'm not going to play Hungary. I could play Austria, I guess. That could be fun. I don't know. I could play in Italy, I guess. What would you guys like to see that's not Brandenburg and Poland? I could do Poland again. That was a very unlucky round. Too many negative events all at once. So, what do you guys think? Castile? No, I'm not going to play Castile. They're reworking it anyway, so I'm going to stay away from it. Ireland? I've already got all the Irish achievements, so there's no point in playing Ireland. It's not particularly difficult to conquer the British Isles as Ireland. Could do Novgorod and try and kill Muscovy. That could be fun. Never actually bothered to wipe them out. It involve a lot of restarts, that's the downside. Georgia on my mind is Castile. I don't really want to play Castile right now. They're kind of easy. I want to play something that's actually fun and doable, which, you know, Poland is not that viable of a nation, so... I mean, they're fun, yes, but... yeah. All the negative events from them ruling them is a problem. Naples to Italy. Naples could be an interesting one, although I have to break free of Aragon, which is a pain. It's a pretty rich land. We'd have to play them very tall, which is not always the funnest thing to do. It's going to take a while. Perm achievement? I don't even think you can do the perm achievement right now because of how too strong Muscovy is. There's some achievements they have you just can't do. That's one of them. Another one is pretty much Tagu down here, unite their culture group, because China owns some of it. Any viable ones? I don't really want to do Timurids, so I won't do them. I don't want to do Ottomans, they're too easy. I mean, I could do Brandenburg, but that's kind of boring. I've got all their achievements anyhow. I could do Nepal. Try and form like Nepal itself. That could be interesting. It'd be a hard start though. Someone else suggested I do Orissa, which might be exciting. Athens? Yeah. No, I'm not going to do Athens. Again, another you can't do the achievement, so... I don't like trying to do achievements where literally all you have to do is sit there and restart before the AI beats the Ottomans or beats Muscovy. It's just not fun. Different start date? Nothing much is going to change. I mean, I could do Ethiopia. I think they've improved a little bit. I've just done a run as Ethiopia a while back. Unfortunately, all the ones I don't have are pretty much in India. Let me see what other achievements I don't have that I can do. Specifically ones that I can actually do. That is, if my achievements will ever load. I hate the fact you can't look at achievements in-game in Europa. You have to go outside of Europa to actually see the achievements. It's kind of a pain. What ones do I need to do? Australian Empire. I could do another custom nation in the New World. I still have an achievement or two to do for that. My big issue is almost all the current achievements require you to take on lucky nations, and right now lucky nations are way too powerful. I mean, some of these I could do that are just out of the blue, like Good King Rene as Provence form Kingdom of Jerusalem. That's not that hard, it's just a matter of doing it. I mean, if I want to do stuff, I could break England down and do stuff like Wales, Isle of Man. Do Sleepless in Seattle? That just takes a while. It's a boring achievement. I don't know. Can I do a custom nation and do that? I don't think so. The other custom nation achievements I have, let's see, which are they? I could do the For Odin Norse custom nation with 200 points and 5 provinces, own Scandinavia, British Isles, and convert it back to Norse. Along with First Come, First Serve, Western Tech Nation with 200 points, unite the 2 continents. I could do either of those. It would just take a while. This is the problem when it comes to play the games, is I'm just hit the point where there's no achievements to do. Custom nations? Would people like to actually see me try and do another custom nation one? I did the one where I just pretty much abused Siberian frontiers and conquered all the world. I could try that. I could do the custom nations. Norse custom nations. That would be interesting to try. I don't know how you do the HRE as Austria by the beginning. The earliest I ever got the HRE done, and I've done it like 6 times, is about 1780, and that was with me killing the HRE immediately. The problem is there's just raising imperial authority is too hard. Let's do custom nation. I haven't done a custom nation in a while. We want to start down here in La Plata, because everywhere else in the world is terrible in the New World. We'll do Colonia. Let me try that. We'll just call it Forwind. I don't really care about the map color unless people are going to throw a fit over it. It's the wrong thing. I was going to do like Forest of the South for their adjective, and then I realized it doesn't really work with Forwinds. Do it in Asia? Why would you do it in Asia? I need to do it in the New World. That's the achievement, though. Religion, Pagan, Norse. And we need to be Tech Group Western. Take Western there. We can be a duchy, though, because that doesn't matter. Do we have to... trying to remember the full criteria of it all. I think I just have to convert it to Norse. I don't think I have to be a Norse culture, but we'll be a Norse culture anyway. We will be... where is it? I think it's under... no, it's not. Where is it? Nordic, there we go. We'll be... oh, let's be Sami culture, because no one ever plays Sami. Adding HRE, release them, for example. Yeah, I just couldn't do that. I've never been able to do that. It's always hard for me to actually wipe out nations. Let's get rid of this. If we're going to be Norse, we should have the Norse emblem, right? There we go. And I guess that'd work. Green on a Norse sign. Norse Sami. The issue is I can't spend more than 200 points. Uh, Unfortunately, I did check this out. Siberian Frontiers is way too expensive. I can start with a colonist, though, which would be a smart move, I think. And let's see, what's the other good ones? I think development's another solid one, right? It doesn't say what government I have to have, though, so it might be worth... Oh, I can't choose a specific government anymore. Ah, I forgot that was a thing. Good luck with the H3 average. The other option is I could do something like... No, we'll stay with... Oh wow, I didn't even realize there's some of these things. Interesting. I haven't actually looked through all the new government forms. We have to be Norse, so we can't do that. Can't really do Prussia, sadly. I think we could pull off Mameluke government, but that's pretty much going to max out our... Nope, we have to be religious for that. English monarchy is not really worth doing. We have to be Muslim for a feudal theocracy. Interesting. We will be an autocracy. Oops, I didn't want that. Dev cost, morale up. I don't know about tax. We're going to have a large force limit because we're going to be Norse. What do people suggest for these things? Because I'm not always the best at picking the correct stuff. Too expensive, yeah. The development costs, we can do one level of it. Colonists, morale. Stability is probably not worth it. Global settler increase, maybe? It would allow us to colonize faster. Obviously, we wouldn't have it at the beginning, though, where it would be more useful. At least I don't think we can put it at the beginning. Oh, it's under G. Global settler increase is a little bit frustrating to track down where it actually belongs. We could do plus 15 a year, which would help. Put dev cost lower down, I guess. Oh, because I changed my government to that? We don't have an heir. Oh, okay, that's because I messed up. We'll do autocracy. We will have an heir. The heir will be terrible. There we go. We will have a consort, and she will be terrible as well. Make you sinner, I guess. Oh wait, we have to be Christian for that? Interesting. Obsessive perfectionist. Age doesn't apparently matter. Let's make you an obsessive perfectionist. Embezzler, I don't really want an embezzler. Knave enthusiast will be more useful. Go Hindu? No, I have to be Norse to do it. That's the problem. That's the problem. I could get 20 global settler increase. Fire damage received, probably going to be more useful in the long run. Morale and navies, nope. Although I'm going to have to be fighting Great Britain. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. Let's see, what else can we pull off? That's too expensive. Goods produced, maybe? That would help a little bit. It's a he, not a she. Oh, I guess I've got the wrong person then. I could do missionary strength. Probably not worth it though, because we're going to take religious ideas anyhow. Is there a way for me to get institution spread? There is. I think that would work. Oh, I forgot. I've got to boost my monarch some though. I suppose I could do that. That wouldn't be the worst monarch now, would it? We'll make it a male. Although I'd like to get a Norse name, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get one. Oh, maybe that's Sami, because I'm not used to Sami names. 200... I don't think the other achievements is... What are the other ones? Maximum of 5 provinces there, no more than 200 points. I don't really want to give myself more than 1 province to start, though. Okay, let's try this one. I think we could probably pull this off. Do I want to swap any of you around? Might be worth to swap Dev and morale of armies, but I do want to get up there and try and conquer these guys quickly. The other option is I actually start up there. But I can't remove that because that's where I started. I could do those 5, but then I have to take a weaker idea. No, let's not do that. We don't want to do that. We'll go with what we have here. This will be a half-decent start. Okay. We'll do Iron Man. And we'll try this. Okay. The key will be quickly trying to get some colonies going and to get to exploration ideas. The reason I'm starting, by the way, in South America, and specifically southern South America, is because it's got a lot of grasslands down here, so I'm hoping I can get large enough that by the time the Europeans arrive, that we're hard to kill. Got Norse, so that's going to give us some bonuses. I just went with the standard feudal monarchy stuff. We will do... No, we will actually get that first. There we go. Divination, prestige, reduced stuff, increase that. We will take tax. We will fire you immediately because you're terrible. Your only job was to give me more there. We will be ruthless in suppressing our neighbors. Are there any centers of trade here other than this province, which I don't think... Oh, we can actually fabricate claims on them. Good. I will do that. I don't think any of these provinces have any higher development other than that one. I guess since we do want to eventually conquer the Inca, we will start off in that direction. Okay, let's try this again. That was a sad defeat in our game as Poland, but it happens. Even to me, it happens. If you watch any of the really good Europa players, they die a lot. They just reload really fast, but my computer's being slow today. So we can also actually see Europe, which is kind of funny because Europe doesn't even know we exist. Our problem is going to be making money. That is the downside of all of this. So let's do encourage development. We do have so superior military tech, we should be able to wipe those guys out easily. Just going to develop that. Take these guys, mothball them all, because there's no point in having them on the field. And I am going to attack the natives. There we go. That way my army doesn't actually have to be in that province anymore. Oh, these guys moved. Darn. You know what? Let's actually pull that back. Abandon you. We're gonna go for that province, actually. I just wiped out the natives in a province I didn't have to. This is a much more valuable province, though, so that's why I'm after it. Ungrateful natives, we'll wipe you out. We will really harsh treat you. And then we will mothball our army. Okay. Progress is going, I guess. We want to focus admin tech. There we go. The reason I'm focusing admin tech is because there's no one in the new world right now we're afraid of militarily. And by taking the admin, you can get more money out of it. Which ideally the first goal is to make it so that I could have a colony without losing money. Let's send out the merchant. We want to also get, there we go, I did do it right this time. Last time I messed up and I wasn't able to steer trade here. It's not a lot of money, but every little bit helps early game. Especially when you have nothing. Why I'm killing natives? The additional 20%, 20 settlers a year colonists is more than worth doing. Unfortunately, we are a little harsh. I'm not going to develop my capital much more than this because we want to be able to get the Renaissance developed when the time comes. Losing one a month. We're getting 60 colonists a year though, which is the key point. I do want to get one of these discovery ones. We'd like to get higher developed colonies if we can, because that'll make a difference. And we do not want to wander into the steppes down here. Ideally, we want to stick grasslands and drylands. We want this one because it's an emporium, but let's wipe these guys out. They have an alliance. Shouldn't be an issue for me though. Probably going to fall into debt, but that's the way it goes. No. 2-1-1, no. We're going to get a better one. 2-1-1 is not a good person. I will raise 2 more infantry, which will put us in debt, but oh well. Boost this, I'll guess, a bit more to prevent more problems. The problem is everywhere we go, there's going to be those uprising natives, which is an issue. But, we do have this high income bonus, but we don't want to use that yet. We could, but it's not worth it. Well, lucky we have a good general. There we go, 622 air. Off to a good start. 28 days. Then we can attack Montevideo. Take that for 4 provinces. We're going to have to convert it. We're also going to have to beat up these guys, which is going to take a while. Okay, declare war. Come on. Hopefully we stack wipe them. Good. Okay, stack wiped. That's perfect. I will raise war taxes, even though we're in debt. It's just the way it goes. Boost that a little bit. We're off to a good start. We're going to end up in a fair amount of debt for a while, but that's pretty much unavoidable. This is why this achievement is so difficult to get, the first come first serve ones. I figure if I'm doing first come first serve, I might as well also try and get the Norse achievement. Considering how large I was last time I did the get income one, it seems worth doing it this way. Also, since I don't actually control the colony right now, I'm not paying for it, which is kind of hilarious. And it's still being settled. Actually, that could actually be an entirely legit strategy, as you actually wipe them out. They got killed by the natives. Uh-oh. I think they got attacked and wiped out by natives. Actually, before I move further, we're going to wipe out the natives in Uruguay, because we've lost a handful of troops to them. We don't want that anymore. Yeah, we're off to a half-decent start. We're lucky these guys don't have any tech at the moment. So the war is immensely in our favor. I'm not going to reoccupy this province till the end of the war, though, if I can help it. Come on, can you guys please catch this guy before he gets away? Darn, no, he's going to get away. I guess I'll go straight for their capital then. I don't think I can vassalize them and I can't take the land from them, but if I can occupy their fort before they occupy mine, it would be a win. Even if they occupy that fort before we take theirs, it'd still be a win in the long run. I'm gonna have to fall into debt for a while. I want to spend the monarch points, but it's not worth spending the monarch points till we're getting an institution. I don't know, Average. I might be worn out of Europa. I haven't really been in the mood to play much Europa this week because I did so much recording of the Mughals and now on Venice. Are you a siege general? You are. That's why. They're probably going to retake that fort before I take theirs. Siege general's very strong early game. Very strong early game. And now these provinces down here have monsoon seasons, which is kind of interesting. I don't think they affect colonialization speed though, which is nice. Nah, they're just tropical lands anyhow. We want to avoid the tropical land, so ideally we want to do this province next, then this province, then this province, then we're going to be bordering the Inca. And once we border the Inca, we can go nuts, because we're going to have a superior tech lead. Okay, that should be enough. I can vassalize them. I will do that. There we go. Yeah, they're going to hate me till the end of time, but that's the way it goes. Let's get you back there. Let's core you, actually. Okay. Yeah, obviously it's going to say we made money. Let's wipe out natives. Here, let's move here, wipe out natives, then wipe out natives, then we're going to move up here, wipe out natives, and then we'll wipe out natives there. Wipe out natives. By the way, the biggest reason for wiping out the natives is so I don't have to fight a battle every time I move between two provinces. Because it gets tiring. It gets old really fast. 300 there. Converting this is going to take a while. These guys should become loyal soon, and then they'll pay me a little bit of money. I'm not expecting much from them. Wipe out. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And wipe out of there. Annoyingly, we don't actually know what North America is, but we do know what all of South America is. So, small positives. I don't mind accepting that demand. And I should, let's just station you there, be able to mothball my troops without any trouble. Now, still going to be losing money, unfortunately, due to the interest, but it's the way it goes. So long as our ruler doesn't die in the next 15 years, I'll be very happy. Our ruler, of course, is only a 7 ruler, so we got lucky by rolling a 10 air. Oh, as I say that, he dies. Lovely. Lovely. We got a temple out of it, though, and we got a 5/3/3 air. Oh, that's awful. I'm gonna expand north. Don't worry. I'm gonna expand north. I'm getting Rio de Plata here because of its trade power, and it's, you know, center of trade. Then we're gonna worry about the northern regions. Plus, it's 7 development, which at this point is worth it. We have exactly how much development do we have? 24 development because of 12 there and 4 there. These guys like us now. So we get 0.08 gold a month from them. Lovely. Exactly what we need. Tiniest amount of gold. And I'm going to hope that in 2-3 months now, the Renaissance will fire. The sooner the Renaissance fires, the sooner we can get out of all this debt we're under. I don't know if I can help you with your dog. I'm not too much of a dog person. I get along with them, but I'm much more of a cat individual. I like cats. Dogs are nice, though. Horses are really nice as well. Come on, Renaissance. Nope. This is going to wait a while. Sometimes though, I've seen the Renaissance not fire for like 10 years. Hopefully it does sooner. It's annoying when the Renaissance doesn't appear. Sorry about that. Speaking of cats, my cat wanted food, so I figured I should do that before it became annoyingly loud meowing at me. Iron Man Hearts of Iron 4. I did an entire game as that as China until it got to the point it was taking like a minute to process a month or two. Oh, come on, Renaissance. Let's see what's going on in Europe. Byzantines are still alive. France killed England as much as is possible at this point. Castile's going after Granada and Tunis, apparently. And Poland did not go for Lithuania. And Muscovy is killing Novgorod, who's allied to Lithuania. So that should actually delay Muscovy a little bit. Okay. I need to... Can I do accept culture? No, not enough development. Okay, so we're going to have to convert this, which is going to be... I'm going to boost that, because I don't want to have to keep raising my army. It's going to take a while. Luckily, the Norse gets spreading of rituals, plus Animus makes it easier to convert. Unfortunately, it's a boring start. I can't do anything about that. Although I do like the fact that we get a little bit of prestige. We actually get a fair amount. Not only do we get a fair amount, but stability is now 10% cheaper for us for the rest of the game, which is hilarious because if we go religious, it's going to be even cheaper. Stability for days. Stability for days. Ay, 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 where's the Renaissance? I need the Renaissance to fire. Suppose I could technically just declare bankruptcy. Then I'm stuck for 5 years, so. Oh well. What's Pop Tropica? I don't know what Pop Tropica is, so. Couldn't tell you if I'd play it or not. Or 100 gold in debt. Come on, Renaissance. Why aren't you firing? We could get an admin tech. Yeah, let's get admin tech. Now at least I can build temples. Okay, come on. This is the boring part of playing as tiny nations with nothing else going on. You're stuck waiting for colonists. Once I get going, it'll go better, but until then, we're tiny. The other problem I have is low manpower. I'll have to work my way around that somehow. Might almost be worth me taking the strength and noble privileges for the additional manpower. I'll have to think about it. Do you guys have any advice for me on this one? Because I'd like to hit both first come, first serve, and I'd also like to do the For Odin one at some point. Convert it all to Norse. If I control all of Scandinavia, I can actually form Scandinavia itself. Oh, that's lovely. Stability loss. Not what I wanted. There we go. Finally the Renaissance has arrived. Wow, that took forever. There we go. That's off to a good start. I'm gonna wait to get this. Get you working. 7,500 colonists here, or 750. There we go. And the Renaissance is 29% in my capital, so it's going to be a while. We may have to wait once this colony is done just to make back the money, because right now we could barely even support the colony itself. Unfortunately, the missionary is costing me a fair amount of gold. The one nice thing about fighting in the New World is they shouldn't have any, whatchamacallit, nationalism, unrest. So I should be able to convert them to Norse relatively quickly. No, we're going to extend the loan. I may have to reduce my... Yeah, I'm going to have to reduce inflation. Go, convert you to Sami culture. What color culture is Sami? Oh, it's a blue one. Interesting. What went wrong with the Poland one? Russia. I got way too many negative events in a row. Our really gifted monarch died young, which caused me to get manpower, war exhaustion penalties, and then Pretty much all my estates hated me, which was unexpected. Negative events. So once we lost the Union over Lithuania, which they really should give you a warning sign for, it was pretty much over. And I wasn't feeling up to doing any other the ones people suggested. So this is where we ended up. It was either that or just stop because I wasn't in the mood to redo Poland again. Maybe I'll do Poland another day. There's a reason I don't play Poland or Hungary. And that's because I don't like either Poland or Hungary as nations in this game. Okay, Rio de Plata is almost done. Then we can move on to Santa Fe. And hopefully we'll get up here soon. Hopefully there's no, like, massively united Inca there. Also, hopefully these guys move south so I can take them out. That would be awesome if they did. Oh, free manpower, nice, not bad. I could have done the Pope. I already have all the Pope's achievements, so there's no point in me playing as the Pope on one of these streams. I mean, unless I was just to play to make a huge nation, but I kind of want to try and do achievements, considering that's what I called the stream. $75 gold. 0.75 a month. Sorry, negative 0.75. Prussian Confederation for Poland is a thing. I mean, I don't mind the Pope. The Pope is one of my favorite nations to play because of how ridiculous they are. Although they have been severely weakened now, right? Because they no longer get the free discipline from their library. They no longer get as much ridiculous prestige. There's a couple other ones. Essentially, they're a lot weaker than they used to be. Which is a shame because they were an interestingly strange nation to have. Be a military powerhouse as the Pope. Who would have thought it coming? There we go. Rio de Plata is done. So let's pause maybe for a month or two. Pay back some of this loans. Actually, I should make it a state, shouldn't I? Yeah. Not quite enough, is it? Well, I guess the slow bleed of money will continue. I should keep the colonies going as fast as I can. Oh, interesting. I can give the province to the merchants. I thought you had to be development 10. That's only development 7. Must be due to the center of trade or something. Let's see about this. Let's take the Diplo power. Let's take them. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll save up monarch power for a little while here. This province is going to make us half a decent amount of money, which is good. More importantly, the trade is entirely ours for the moment, which doesn't matter because there's no trading coming from this node anyhow. Literally, the Mupachi literally are the only trade in the region. Yeah, but isn't the Pope a lot weaker now? That's the problem, which is a shame. We've almost culturally converted these guys out of existence. We'll extend the loan, I think. Actually, if I pay off some of the loans, almost making enough to break even. Almost, but not quite. Let's toss one in there. There we go. I wanted to get rid of the penalty to spending monarch points. We're going to fend the nobility. No. Negative 0.08. There we go. We have actual positive income. Good. First milestone reached. What are the goals in this run? First come, first serve. Own North and South America. And ideally for Odin, but that's going to be excitingly difficult. And I also wouldn't mind doing this foul mouth, scornfully insult people. Yeah, so that's pretty much the plan. It's going to take a while. I just hope I can survive the colonizers. If I can survive the colonizers, I'm in a good spot. If we survive the colonizers, we are in an amazing spot, actually. More importantly, we should actually manage to get this higher developed colonies soon. Or at least get it going. There we go. Got some splendor ticking up. If we can reach 100 development in our own lands, we'll also get potential for a gold age. Hopefully it is a real gold age, because I hope to get hold of these gold mines. Okay, we're what, 5 away there? So 500 more monarch points. Not terrible. Curious as to how in debt we actually are. 128 gold. Oh well, that happens. How do you survive as the Byzantines? I burst the Ottomans. You pretty much have to ally Poland, Lithuania. Hope they come to your aid. Sometimes Hungary can do it. A solid person to ally is actually Albania, because they have Skandenberg. If you can put your general under the control of Skandenberg, he can do a lot with it. But yeah, you really need you have to seek allies. Poland, Lithuania, Austria. You have to have good advisors to be able to do that, and you just kind of have to hope that the Ottomans don't attack you until then, which is, of course, very difficult to have happen. You can't, at least I have never seen a way to actually beat the Ottomans militarily on your own. You really have to ally one of them and then hope the Ottomans attack you, really. I suppose you could try fleeing by, like, non-sea being Ireland or something, but that's pretty risky in its own right. Essentially pick up as many small allies as you can early on and then try and desperately ally a great power. And then hope the Ottomans are idiots and attack you, which I've actually managed to do so well the Ottomans never attacked me, which was awkward. I managed to get alliances with Austria, Hungary, and Poland, Lithuania, and the Ottomans never attacked me, and then it just went on endlessly till I got enough favors, and then they beat us in a war because they had already invaded the Mamluks, which sucked. Yeah, it's a rough start. There's no way around that. Okay. This loan is getting a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, inflation's ticking up again. Oh, come on. We are very close to getting this. 400 more points. Splendor is going up. We are not going to compensate you guys, which is going to be a problem because now we can't really develop more of our lands for a while. It's annoying that when the merchants are negative, you have a development penalty. You know, I might give this province to the clergy. Yeah, that was a good idea. I want them to have a slightly higher influence so I can get more monarch points out of them. Okay. Santa Fe is going. I can't annex these guys even if I wanted to. And unfortunately, it doesn't appear that they're able to put cores or claims on either of these countries. I'll also point out that the Inca, Cusco, is expanding. And is apparently hit Miltech 2, which is also worrisome. We should still be able to beat them because we won't have a penalty. We'll see. Oh, I've already done all the achievements as the Teutons. They're really strong, yeah. If you can survive the initial Polish attack by joining the HRE, you're golden. Also, the fact that Poland no longer gets claims in your land makes it a lot easier to survive. Do they have a unique mission tree? I haven't checked lately. I don't know if they have a unique mission tree. They should, but I don't know if they do. Still don't have enough monarch points yet. Unfortunately, the 7.5 penalty from burghers is going to slow me down a bit. Don't think I can raise my army yet, can I? No. Raise it a little bit, that way it at least rebuilds to full size. I want to get it drilling, but I can't afford it right now. I'll repay that loan. 108. 108. It's amazing how pathetic these trade notes are. They should make these type provinces give like 0.1 gold or something. That way there is some value to them. It just feels weird for these provinces to have natives but no trade value at all. At least to my mind. Yeah. I wondered if they were going to make that type of change when they did the Poland patch. At least it's good to know my guide still pretty much survives, even though it's slightly outdated now. I find it hilarious how many people love playing as Prussia. It's like a single-minded drive for half of the Europa players is we must play as Prussia or the Ottomans. Or Spain. I think those are the top 3 played nations now. Oh, I'm going to be stuck for a little while. Santa Fe is doing half decently well being colonized. It's just taking forever. Oof, I gotta get to level 10 before I can get anything there. I don't really want to waste all the monarch points there by not being able to... Having a 0.75 penalty on the burghers hurts. I suppose if I'm paying off the loans and I'm saving the monarch points, there's no particular rush to get up there because it's still going to take me the length of time that this is going to go for anyhow. Well, it's going to sit for a while. You hate the Ottomans when you play them. Yeah, the Ottomans are just really strong. I don't know. I just feel that the game is a little bit too weighted for big nations right now. Lucky nations are annoying to play against. They could honestly half the bonus for the lucky nations and they'd still be really strong. Some of them, like the Ottomans and Russia, don't really need a lucky nation bonus. It's also so undynamic. I mean, nations like England, France, Spain, I think Portugal? And Austria get it the entire game. I know Poland's in the Ottomans changes, but that's about it. Oh, and Prussia gets it, obviously. Pay that loan. We are finally out of the immense hole of prestige that we've been in this whole time. Good. How are you doing? Ugh, still not happy with me. Let's do that. There we are. They're stable now. Let's get the Renaissance. There we go. Renaissance has been gained. Yay. There we go. Wonderful. Now it's just a matter of waiting. That's rough. Manpower is going to be a problem, but at the same time, the New World is so poor, the tax modifier is going to be really strong. I suppose I could always just take quantity ideas, couldn't I? Or I could take economic ideas on the other hand, too. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Which is the better reform to do? Yeah, if you're Greek playing as the Ottomans, probably doesn't feel that good. I agree with you there. Lots of bad blood. Legitimate bad blood. Legitimate blood, too. Do people think I should take the Strengthen Noble Privileges or the Curtail one? I thought I was going to go with the Strengthen for the manpower, but now I'm leaning a bit more towards the Curtailed. On the other hand. Black Cat says take the tax bonus. I don't know, the tax bonus would help quite a bit, but New World is really low on manpower. Just in general, the New World sucks manpower-wise. I'm not looking for ideas. I'm thinking which government reform I should take. Obviously, I'm going to take either expansion or exploration. Probably expansion first, just for the settler increase. Or air is Midas Touch. Isn't that convenient? I'm going to actually have my ruler abdicate, I think. Yeah, abdicate. I'll take the stability hit. We'll take that as well. Oh, our general guy died. You know, I'm actually gonna go with the manpower. I'm just thinking in the long run, once I get large enough, I'm not gonna have money issues, but I'm always gonna have manpower issues. Okay, Santa Fe is almost done. And we need how much gold? 44 gold. I see. Okay, well, I'm going to step away momentarily to grab a drink, so I'll be right back. Yes, I'm back, by the way. Yes, we do in fact have a Discord. If someone doesn't post up the link, I can toss it up. I think it was earlier in chat. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see, I've got to get support from people. Okay. It looks like both my moderators have wandered off. I haven't seen them in a while, so I might have to do that myself, which is not a problem. It just takes a little while. Oh, no, there we go. Black Cat got it. Thank you, Cat. By the way, I'm calling him Black Cat because he's on the Discord as Black Cat. So. Okie dokie. We still have so many loans to pay off. Ugh, annoying. At least we're going to have a good amount of trade power in this node. Of course, this node is entirely useless, but I'm hoping we can steer some of this trade down. How many hours did I play Europa since today? Or up until today? Or how many did I play it today? I played it only a couple hours today. Total hours played for me on Europa? Oof, it's a lot. Still haven't done a world conquest, which just makes me feel really bad. 3,444 hours. At least that's what my computer's telling me. I don't entirely know how accurate that is offhand. Probably minus about 40 or 50 hours just being left on. Okay, you're playing Arts of Iron. Who are you playing as? I think you were saying you were doing like Germany or something? There we go. Santa Fe is done. Let's go over here to however you pronounce that province. Gonna quick core that. 56 gold needed. Okay, a couple more months then. We still don't really have a ton of monarch points saved up for other stuff, so I'm not in that big of a rush. Obviously, the sooner I get the Renaissance, the sooner I get Splendor ideas, better off we are. In general. There we go. That should be almost enough, right? Or that is enough. Okay, there we go. Renaissance has been gained. 1466. Not bad for a new world nation. We are up to 61 development, I think. 62 it says now. It's probably because of this. And if I do get expand to my force limit, I can in fact trigger expand Forwin, which will give me some free stuff, and it will also allow me to develop these provinces cheaper. I think the next one I get the institution will probably be Montevideo or Uruguay itself. Whichever one if I've colonized Uruguay. Stellaris is very slow. Hopefully the new expansion, which they haven't announced but have been teasing us about it for months now, will come out soon. I'm really hoping it does because it should make it a lot more useful. They're reworking all the planets and stuff, so you don't have to spend as much time micromanaging it. But yeah, it's a very slow game. We see how slow this is? This is essentially what Stellaris is. Because Stellaris, you don't have any starting worlds. I almost wish they gave you like a couple created automatically empires. Or a galactic world where you could start, someone could recreate Star Trek and you could start playing on that. That would make it more exciting. But yeah, since you're starting from scratch, it takes a long time to get anywhere. A very long time. Let's not get into politics that much. Yeah, I think we will start with expansion ideas, just in general. I don't like that. Although exploration gives a bigger, subtly increased bonus later on. We have, of course, a genius admin ruler, so we're going to stay with him as long as possible. Hopefully he doesn't die before having an heir. I haven't done a world conquest yet, so it's telling me to play as other nations and do a world conquest doesn't work well. I have yet to do a world conquest even as the Ottomans. That's mainly due to just being lazy. World conquests are exhausting, or even attempting them to me. I'll play for like 200-300 years, I'll conquer, I'll get like 5,000-6,000 development, and then I'll just kind of go, oh, do I have to keep playing? Mainly just because it starts to become, you have to be fighting multiple wars on multiple fronts at all the time just to get anywhere. It's just tiresome. I want to do it, don't get me wrong, but I seem to still be missing something that allows you to do world conquests. I understand most of the game mechanics very well, I just can't do world conquests. I can't even become a huge empire. It's like my Mughals game, it took me, or my Delhi into Mughals game, it took me most of the game just to conquer India, let alone anywhere else. And I know that's kind of what you have to do, is build up, but it's tough. Oh, you're talking in Hearts of Iron. I like playing with the mods that actually give Ethiopia, like, a tree if it survives, because then it's always hilarious to see, a surviving Ethiopia do really well. Because pretty much outside of South Africa and Liberia, they're, I think, the only other countries in, like, most of Africa. Other than Morocco, but Morocco really doesn't count that much because it's under occupation by other people. Half the time, at least. Okay, there we go. We are finally out of debt. That's amazing. It took forever. And we have enough money that if we get another colonist, we can actually support a second colonist, which will be an immense jump forward in money. In the meantime, though, I need to go wipe out some more natives. Specifically, I'd like to wipe out this region. That way I can actually colonize it without having to keep an army on hand. It's terrible land, but at a negative 10 settler penalty, it's better than tropical penalty. I guess you know it's about the same. Oh well, I'll just have to do the whole region anyhow. There you go. The last thing we want to do is allow the Europeans to colonize around us. So. But at the same time, I don't actually want to cut off the Europeans from colonizing because it's virtually impossible to colonize the whole new world on your own. Interesting. I didn't know that's where the origin of Ethiopia came from. I do want to make sure I get the Falkland Islands though before someone else gets them, because it's a pain to try and conquer islands. There we go. Obviously, I'm going to want to do the expansion and exploration policy, because then I don't have to harsh treat people. I can make more money out of it. But in the short run, harsh treating is the way to go. Well, we have a terrible heir, and unfortunately I can't disinherit him. Oops. 301 from a 6-6 consort. Oh, come on, you gotta be able to do better than that. We have a 50% cheaper advisor though, so I'll keep him around for a while. Ooh, this is a, wow, expensive province to take. 2,000. Some of these provinces have very large garrisons of natives. Don't want to mess with them if we can avoid it. Really? New Qing Empire. Wait, you're in Hearts of Iron? What is going on there? The Menchunko or Men whatever is going independent. Interesting. There's pretty much no reason for me to just wipe out all these natives here right now, so I'm doing so. Plus they're going to get stronger the more I wipe out of them. I'd like to get up the coast to Rio, ideally, before the Europeans get here, but that seems unlikely. We'll go Chaco Austral or whatever it is. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. My bad. Cancel. Yes, cancel. We don't want to border these guys until we're ready. And the last thing we want to do is border our vassal while we can't annex them. Okay, almost got that done. Really? You're the only Turkish viewer? Go Ottomans. Cool. How do you colonize faster? Harsh treat your natives. Take ideas, take missions. Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for reminding me. I should... Oh no, I can't because I'm in the New World. Darn. Usually there's a way for you to get... encourage your merchants to help with colonizing, but that's not a thing right now. What is going on with my music? Okay, now it seems to be working. It just kept doing all these really, like, fanfares with nothing going on. It was worrying me. There we go. Catching up in Diplo a little bit. Obviously, we're losing a little bit of money because we're having to reinforce, but that's not a problem. 66 development, 300 or so to go to become a great power. Assuming nothing else happens. There we go. All those natives have been wiped out. I should be able to pull back and pretty much put this army to drilling for the rest of the game. Communist China joins the Soviets. Yeah, that happens a lot. All the communist nations have a very high tendency to join the Soviets. Except for the one in South America, so hopefully they change that. You know what? I actually can't afford to have this army drill yet. That sucks. Army maintenance to almost nothing. I still don't have far enough colonial range. Darn, I'm gonna have a free merchant that I can't do anything with. Oh well. Come on, okay. We should get a Splendor idea in a little bit. There's no point in me developing land that much. I need the tech rather than the land. Ugh. Okay, well at least we have one advisor going. If we get to the third expansion with the increased colonists, that'll make a difference. It'll almost add another, what, another 6 to our general colonial growth. Yeah, well, that would make sense. Wang Ming is in charge of Communist China and Europa because otherwise they don't have an option to join the Soviets, I don't believe. Because they have the entire 3 different paths. Let's check up on Europe. Ottomans are beating up Albania and Venice. Austria is also invading Venice. How is this all working out? Poor Venice is being invaded by Austria and the Ottomans. France is picking a fight with England over Brittany, which apparently Provence and England wiped out. I don't want to take any of these. Oh, I'll take that one. Castile has been beaten up by Aragon, so I don't think we're going to see the Iberian Union here unless it fires soon. Danzig exists and is under the control of Poland, who's finished off the Knights. Poland is helping Lithuania pick a fight with the Livonians. Novgorod has actually expanded slightly into the Livonian order. Their alliance with Lithuania seems to be deterring Muscovy. I guess if I were them, I'd be deterred by that. Where does Novgorod rank in this, though? Curious. Novgorod's only got 6,000 troops. Okay, so Muscovy just hasn't finished them off yet. Other than that, the Ottomans haven't finished off the Byzantines, who are still alive. They took Constantinople, but they did not take Greece. And now Athens is gone. Poor Athens. Doomed from the start. Let's not have any more of this remove kebab stuff, because kebab is a, apparently it's a racial slur versus Turkish people. At least that's what Paradox has put out a whole thing asking people not to use it. I could give this to the nobility, couldn't I? It's not worth it right now, but in the long run it might be worth getting the nobility's influence up a bit more too. Faceting in Constantinople, what a surprise. Let's have a free merchant that I can't use. A little bit of issue with this, my vassal up here. Let's enforce religion on them. There we go. I couldn't get enough influence to annex them, so forcing religion might be my only solution in the long run. Hopefully they survive this. Well, I wish this was more entertaining for you guys, but the Poland game was certainly entertaining for everybody involved, including Russia. I probably could have won that thing if I put my mind back to it. It wouldn't have been too hard to conquer Lithuania. It had just taken a while. Plus Russia was a problem. Okay, nothing I can do with the merchants. No, we're not going to help them. Oh, this endless prestige loss is killing me. Let's see what the tech situation is. 5, 4, 4. They're up on 7. Wow. Oh, I guess it's the Ottomans, so, but still, they've got a tech lead on me, that's for sure. Okay. Hey, Splendor, there we go. Higher developed colonies, exactly what we need. All those horrible 4 provinces are now much better 7 provinces. Okay. Nothing I can really do at the moment. I think I should have picked a slightly better country color because this is a pretty boring color for a country. Looking at them, they're kind of this gray. $300. Need about 90 more points. Now let's at least get another province done. Now things are going to become slightly interesting because I can in fact border these guys. So, how do I want to do this? Let's core you. How many troops can I field? 15. Whoa. Okay. I can field quite a few troops. I also need to start getting claims versus these guys. Cusco is going to help them. We're mill 4, they're mill tech 4 as well. Wow, they've actually caught up to me. That's impressive. We are a long way from mill tech 5, sadly. It's amazing how much spending monarch points puts you behind. Come on. How many troops can Cusco field? 13,000. So we can outnumber them. I'm also going to annex my vassal here because I don't want them around anymore, even though 3 troops is somewhat useful. Okay. At least 3 more units. I'm hoping these guys don't get wiped out. Yeah, send someone to deal with a response. Could have fallen to debt here, of course, but that seems to be the way of things. Actually, there's no real reason for me to have a full army maintenance yet. I'm just getting troops positioned. Nope, I can't annex these guys anymore because they've moved out of range. Lovely. As soon as they saw that I was annexing, they moved away. Smart move on their part. Next month we're going to get increased settlers. Lovely. Okay, I think it's time to focus mill power for a while. That way we can actually get ahead in tech. Roll call is who's here? I'm here. Canada is leaving the UK? I thought Canada already left the UK ages ago. Oh, you mean in game. For some reason I thought real life. Yeah. That happens a lot, I've noticed. Okay. Uruguay is still being colonized. Still out of trade range, which is frustrating. I actually have a colony going up in there and it's not working. Come on, game, you can figure it out. Sheesh, falling behind in tech is a problem. Five, 4, 4. 3 techs behind Europe, barely keeping up with these guys, which is an issue. More people means more taxes. That's a nice event. Okay. Can I attack you? Cusco would in fact join to defend them. Not good. Not good at all. Question is, do I attack now while they're in a war, or do I wait and build up when I can actually fight them? Probably wait. Should probably get a cavalry unit on the field, actually. We'll wait on the cavalry unit. What is going on in Europe? Not much. Pretty normal stuff other than Aragon killing Castile. Yeah, that's about it. Burgos has expanded because of Venice's downfall. Austria's gained land. Actually, Austria has a union over Hungary, so that's unusual. Bavaria has quasi-expanded and been attacked slightly. Bohemia is dead, pretty much. Brandenburg got beat up by Poland. Novgorod is dying to rebels rather than Muscovy. And Sweden is still in a union. So that's where Europe's at. Not much is going on. Our heir died. Our ruler died, so now we're stuck with a terrible ruler. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a problem. Okay. We'll take the discipline modifier. We do have superior morale, which should help. These guys have expanded. That's not good. They don't have reform, so they actually can't improve themselves. I always forget that that's a thing. We have 2 cavalry units. Okay. Uruguay is going to be done soon, then we can move on to another province. This one's actually a 10 development province, so I might try and get that. Oh, Uruguay just finished. Lovely. Okay, let's get my army maintenance to full then. For that. Oops, not what I wanted, not what I wanted to do. There we go. I want to wipe out these people here, that way I can actually start colonizing. 10 development province is worth going for. Okay. Let's wipe you out. Oh wait, I can't colonize this yet, darn. Okay, that is a problem. Let's work on the coast then. There we go. Deals with those people. I don't have to deal with it again. We're going to hit Miltech 5 here soon, which is going to be awesome. They're still 3. Cusco is 5. What is their ruler? Oh. 6. Wow. No wonder they're doing so well. They've got a 2 tech lead over everybody near them, which is crazy. And I'm going to be trying to fight them. Not what I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, those guys are still mothballed. It's going to be hard to win a war versus these guys. We should have superior morale, I'd imagine. Right? Now they have a large land force modifier, that's why. Okay. Let's hire... No, let's just raise troops. I was going to say let's hire mercenaries, but it's not worth it. Yeah, that should be enough if I use it properly. They still have a huge tech penalty, so if the war goes on long enough, we should be able to beat them. Plus we're colonizing. You're watching Lord of the Rings? That's what I get out of that. Is that you're saying Lord of the Rings? I like Lord of the Rings. Can't get any more claims, okay. I hope to... Do they have a gold mine? No, they don't. I need a gold mine province. I really do. Either that or I need a way to ally somebody in Europe, which would be awesome, but I don't think that's going to happen. These guys now have 2 allies. Ooh. Could be a problem. Let's attack anyhow. Can I throw a... I can. I can get a superior morale advisor. We are almost even in manpower and troops. They're a little ahead. We should have better troops though. So let's see how this goes. Can I do anything with you? If I had a little bit more, I could get a better general, maybe. I just would like to get to that province. Those 3 would be ideal. Okay, let's at least raise war taxes. Yeah. Siege is going on there. Okay, nobility is slightly more loyal now. Wow, Cusco has got a genius 5-1-2-2 general. Oof. Not nice to see. That's going to be a rough fight. I can take their capital, though. Let's say that we want our vassal to take... If they could siege down those guys, take them out of the war, then it becomes much more survivable. It'd be 7,000 troops gone. Not that those guys are a huge threat, because they have no tech compared to me. I wonder if actually a better strategy for this would have been start next to the Inca, where you use the initial tech advantage to wipe them out. Things to consider if this doesn't work out. Okay, we're not going to spend any more stuff on our ideas. We got to focus more on catching up in tech. Come on, you guys can do this. The faster I can take over this fort, then we'll leave. Or maybe we peace out and just take a couple provinces. I don't know. I gotta go save my capital regardless. So. I'd like to break Cusco, but with a level 6 and that level general, it's gonna be tough. Oh, their influence isn't high enough. I could give them a province, couldn't I? I don't want to give them that one. General, are you any better than what I have? No, you're actually worse, if that's possible. You're worse too, okay. Looks like we're stuck with our current general, and I just wasted a lot of stuff trying to solve that problem. What happened to Cusco's army? They just kind of left. Oh, they're back up there. Interesting. Well, anyhow, let's stack wipe these guys because they're low morale. I don't remember how much tributary state you actually lose with the Ming, but if you border them, they're pretty much going to attack you in a year or two. That's the problem with it. Okay, if I can occupy that province, I can get a gold mine. That's what we want. Goal is gold mines, and then I can also, if I set it up, get some spying going on you. I should be able to declare war for that province soon after and take that gold. Issue is, of course, Cusco. We have equivalent troops, though, so it might be doable. Hey, look who's shown up, finally. Hi, Portugal. You just discovered where I live. I've known where you live for ages. Regardless of the fact you're on the other side of the Atlantic. We know exactly where you come from. Okay. This is a problem, isn't it? Oh, darn. Okay, let's not do that then. Let's occupy our current province and work our way around it. I'm fine with letting Cusco run rampant down here. The other option is I take out Cusco and then I deal with the other stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, though. They have a lot of troops. And forts. And forts. The forts are a problem. Forts are definitely a problem. No, I think the war should be over fairly soon. Just would like one of these. I actually wouldn't mind both of them, but I just gotta take enough provinces that I and then fight people later on. Look. They just took my vassals' lands. Great. Literally right afterwards. Okay. And my vassals are currently, for some reason, wandering through the obscured area of the Amazon. I don't understand why. This war is going to drag on for a while now, considering the problem there. I really want to beat up the Inca. I just don't know if I can afford to with their military bonuses. Let's give it a shot. They're running away, which is a good sign for me. If I could piece them out, I can win this war. Just gotta piece them out. Easier said than done, I guess. Okay, we found their fort. How long will this take? Quite a while, apparently. Okay. We're going to try and siege out Cusco first, then we'll figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the end of this war, and then I'll probably stop the stream, because it's already been almost 3 hours. So, just letting you guys know. Although they're going to occupy that region, which is a problem. Great. Oh, Cusco is coming after me. They feel that their bonuses on the mountain is enough to stop me. As a matter of fact, it is. Great. Look at those rolls. Awful rolls. I can take one province. Oh, I might as well take the one province. Since I can't beat Cusco on a mountain range, despite being western and them being still unreformed or anything, we're going to slink back to our lands in defeat. Because that is some crazy level monarch. To keep up with me with 100%, well, not 100%, 50, 84% penalty, they're still keeping up in tech. That sucks. On the other hand, we can annex these guys again. Or try to, assuming they don't run away again. This will be over in December, hopefully, of them annexing them. We can core that. Okay, let's avert the trade disaster. And I didn't manage to border these guys, so my fabricating a claim on them is entirely pointless. You know what, I should have maybe gotten rid of their, that's annoying. I think the game is glitching a little. Well, that might be a good point to end then, if my land is glitching out. Okay. I've annexed these guys, they're no longer a thing. That's good to see. I'm gonna convert their culture away. I got two free units out of that, who I don't need, so let's get rid of those. And I think, on that note, this is a good stopping point. That was a horrible defeat in a war, but we couldn't win it. And there's not much else to do. So I think that will be it for this stream. I'll just wait till those merchants arrive, end of the month. See how much money I'll start steering. A little bit. We are in debt, we are losing money, we are massively behind in tech, but we are able to colonize now. So I don't know how you rank all that, but we seem to be doing half decently well. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all another time. Maybe tomorrow, who knows. Bye for now.